Hi everyone, this is Coach Jesse. So today in this serving drill video, we're going to work on using a tube sock with 3 balls at the end of it. This is a very cheap tool to make at home, if not free. So it's very easy to make. So this might look a little weird, again, a little unorthodox, but this really does get the job done again, just like with the tube or the broomstick that we're using in the other video to work on flow and rhythm. So I would say using this sock is more for intermediate players that have the basic service motion down and they're looking for a drill just to get a nice flow going and to work on kind of that lower body doing more of the work and kind of exploding up into the ball. But again, this really works on your flow and rhythm. So if you have a beginner that kind of wants to try it out and see if they kind of feel the ball's kind of hitting their back at some point, if they can kind of get this going and they understand it, this is a really good drill for beginners too. So if you just see it in live action right now, so I'm holding probably almost at the very end of the sock. I'm going to get the balls going back and forth. Then once I can get the ball kind of like a pendulum going back and forth, that's when I'm going to get in my throwing motion and then let the balls kind of flow behind me, just like my tennis racket. So it's really, the tennis racket is just an extension of the hand. You should feel, your grip should be very loose with the racket because it's really your body that hits the tennis ball, not your hand or your fingertips. So make sure you have a pretty loose grip with your tennis racket always in tennis. So again, so they can get this going. And then like for the hitches and the service motion, a lot of kids will flip over the hand either right in the beginning and then toss, or at some point that hitch still hasn't been turned into a new habit yet. So it might look pretty good to the naked eye, but like if you have in slow motion video, at some point it'll be really open here when they're kind of exploding up to the ball. And it's gonna be really hard to do that. Like it's gonna be really hard to hit with spin someday and really accelerate with your service motion if your hand flips open in the beginning or like kind of like the beginning phase of that loaded position. But anyway, so with this sock, there's a lot of fun drills you can do with it. If your kid wants to start off here and then throw the sock as high as they can over the net, that's a fun one. And then once they get the flow of the kind of figure 8 motion going with the service motion, they can do 3 to 5 going in a row. And once they get that going, then they can let go and throw it. And it's always a lot of fun to throw the sock. So I hope this helped you out. So this is a really good one for the intermediate players. It's also a good one for more of those advanced beginners as well, so they don't feel the balls and socks stopping. If they feel it stopping, and if they haven't touched the back at all, they know, you know what, at that part of the service motion, I might be stopping. I might be stopping, or there's something out of order with my kinetic chain, with how I'm moving my body. Maybe I'm bending my knees first and then doing it, and instead of just being nice and tall, and then take my racket back, then once I get here, that's when I'm bending my knees. So there's a lot of hitches that could happen with the service motion, but these drills will help it kind of all flow together and make it nice and natural and easier, and it'll just accelerate that development more and more. So I hope this helped you out in this serving drill video with using the tube sock, or you can use a soccer sock and a few balls at the end. All right, see you next time. Bye.